Appleblossom the Possum by Holly Goldberg Sloan. Chapter 28. This possum is bigger than Mama Possum and not nearly as well groomed. He has a big chunk missing from one of his ears, and as he opens his mouth to speak, the brothers can see two things: a spotted tongue and the space where two teeth are missing. They've never met their father, but possums have a thing called instinct and a thing called smell, and this animal just smells like family. Papa? Who you callin' Papa? The imposing possum growls as he leans forward, prompting Antonio to wonder if he might attack. But it turns out the old marsupial is just moving in to get a better whiff. His nostrils flare and his eyebrows arch as he takes in a deep breath. Whatever scent they give off wipes the scowl off of Big Possum's face. Well, this is a surprise. A big, unexpected turn of events, says the possum. Antonio and Amlet both nod. They aren't certain what to think. This possum, who they now can see has long, dirty feet and a matted, oily coat, appears to be sizing them up in a new way. You two are mine. I can smell that. Antonio and Amlet are relieved that he doesn't look like he's going to do something extreme, like try to eat them. Instead, their father lowers himself to the ground. I'm known round these parts as a big poss. Amlet finds his voice. So is that what we should call you? Big Poss reaches out and grabs Amlet by the tail. He lifts him off the ground and swings him around in a circle. Of course! You of all possums should call me that. You got another idea, Furball? And with that, he lets go of Amlet, who flies through the air and lands hard. Big Poss leans over Amlet, and his hot breath makes a small cloud in the air as he asks, What do you answer to, small fry? The now bruised possum looks up from the ground and with a wobbly voice says, My name is Amlet. One of Big Poss's arms grips his belly and he laughs. Amlet? Did your mother name you that? Amlet doesn't answer, but Antonio pipes up. We were allowed to figure out our own names. Mama Possum is progressive. Big Poss's eyes go wide. So she's progressive, is she? What's that make you, little critter? The brainy baby? Antonio is quick to answer. We don't believe in labels or bullying. Big Poss bursts out laughing, but this time really hard. He grabs his stomach with both his hands and he jiggles from the tip of his jagged ear to the end of his thumping tail. He drops to the ground and rubs his back against the dirt. Amlet and Antonio don't know if he's scratching an itch or purposefully covering his fur in more mud, or both. You young ones are a big surprise. So how you two ankle-biters feel about shredding for scraps together? Amlet perks up. Shredding for scraps? But Antonio shakes his head. We're hungry, but we've got a problem more important than our appetite. Big Poss stares with a blank expression. Is that so? Antonio nods. Our sister's trapped in a monster den. Instead of looking sympathetic, Big Poss is amused. How'd she get trapped? Amlet decides to stick to the basic facts. She was on top of a monster house and fell down a well. Big Poss runs his fingernails through the hair on top of his head, which causes the fur to fluff up in a wild and interesting way. There aren't wells on top of monster houses. A well is a hole with water at the bottom. Amlet holds his ground. This was a big hole. I can't say if there was water below. Big Poss continues to work on his fur style. He runs a fingernail down the side of his scalp to form a part, and then moves a big mound of his mop forward. He's consumed with his grooming, but is able to answer. That's called a chimney, and right now I'm thinking your mama didn't give you an education in the practical side of theater life. What was she doing when you were itty-bitty babies? Amlet answers, Mama saved me from an owl attack. She taught us all kinds of important stuff. Big Poss doesn't seem impressed. Yeah, is that so? So what's the most important thing in the world according to her? Amlet squeezes his eyes shut and forces himself to concentrate. They were taught so many things as performers. Mama said many times that they would never or should never be afraid to make a fool of themselves by asking a question. Amlet's not sure how to say this, so he kicks Antonio in hopes that he will answer their father. Antonio's eyes meet his father's. The most important thing in the world is family. That's why we're going to help our sister. Big Poss spins around and gets right into Antonio's face. Even though his pointy teeth are broken and stained, they still look capable. Is that so? Antonio doesn't blink. Amlet doesn't move. Then Big Poss shouts, "The wheel has come full circle! I am here, family wins." He tucks and rolls and then pops up on his feet. "You critters are with Big Poss now. Follow and learn from a seasoned performer." Amlet sputters, But what about our sister?" Big Poss shakes his body and bits of mud fly in all directions. Most of it hits Amlet and Antonio. "We'll see what we can do about her. What's the squeak's name?" Antonio wipes some of the mud from his arms. "Appleblossom. She's Appleblossom the Possum." Big Poss laughs again. "We're not following a script now. This is all ad-lib." He swings around and his hips sway from side to side. It takes a moment for the brother possums to realize that their father is singing. "Off we go, not fast, not slow, looking high, looking low, we're on a road show. Off we move, nothing to prove, looking high, looking low, we're on a road show." He clicks his tongue and somehow finds a way to clap his hands, all the while making tracks as he disappears into a hedge. Antonio and Amlet have no choice but to follow his muddy tail. Stay tuned for Appleblossom the Possum, Chapter 29.